Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it as a person.
I
don't have a thing against smooth jazz.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to do an intro first.
No, we gotta start this up because you determine what dialogue comes next. So as long as you don't click, get your hand off that mouse.
My hand wasn't on the mouse. My hand was off the mouse.
They don't have evidence of that.
Joschi just sits here and lies about me, acting like I'm making fun of all the characters by looking with their giant eyes, or...
They're anime. Of course they're looking with their giant eyes. They don't have not giant eyes.
No, there's another...
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to B-Buds. I'm Yoshi.
And I'm looking for my grave.
That's Charlie, and we're back in Tyrion Cuthbert. We have just been allowed a recess, so we are from the trial, not a recess like on a playground.
Well,
and we are, we're at a grave because we're looking for someone to talk to. I believe it's Eris.
Do you know where the word recess comes from?
Where does the word recess come from?
I don't know. I was asking you.
Don't set it up like you know then. Tyrion, what are we doing here?
I'm not sure. For some reason, you felt drawn to this place.
Wait, is that Eris?
Celeste points further into the cemetery. There, you see Eris standing in front of a gravestone. She's placing flowers on it and appears to be chanting a short spell?
Well, we found her.
We should probably talk to her later.
Then why did we come to the graveyard?
Well, he doesn't even know. It would be rude to disturb her now. As you're about to leave, Eris suddenly turns to face you. She's far away, but you can see her beckoning you over. Have you ever seen the Banshees of Inisherin?
No, but I've been meaning to.
It's good. And there's one scene where one of the characters is looking out over this cliff that's into the island of it. And this old woman is across essentially.
Okay.
And she starts waving and beckoning him to just jump in the water.
Oh.
It's so funny.
Oh, right.
Hello.
Oh my god. We spent a whole 3 parts without this.
Were you two looking for me? Sorry, we were looking for you, but then we found you. But we understand if you'd like to talk later.
Rather talk later.
No. No. I was just finishing up here. Do you have something you wanted to talk to me about? Well, we wanted to ask you some questions about the case.
Well, mostly you. I have nothing to do here.
That was my first time watching a court trial. Would you like to voice her for now? You were truly remarkable. Thank you. Were you in the gallery? I've always enjoyed watching physical battles in the theater. But I see now that battles of wits can be just as entertaining to watch.
Is that what happens in our theaters in this world? Is people fighting each other?
Were there any wits?
There's one wit passed between the two of the prosecutor and the defense.
Entertaining?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You see, the odds are stacked against him. But then he suddenly pulls out this crazy deduction and steers the trial in his favor. I don't know how he does it. It's like he can read minds.
I've never really thought of it like that, because that's not what happens. I had a conclusion that I was trying to get through.
We actually had that from the beginning.
But I'm sure it's far more entertaining to be to be the one making the deductions. I'm not really sure what you mean. I practice law so that I can help those persecuted by the justice system. I don't really do it to entertain myself. But is that really true? Don't you find the experience even the least bit entertaining, Tyrion? I wouldn't really put it that way. You're far too modest. You save people from the clutches of death. To your clients, you might as well be a knight in shining armor.
Okay.
Earlier, you said that you were studying illusion magic. I am. Did you want to ask me about the prosecution's theory? Yes, actually. How did you know?
Because I killed him. I mean...
It was easy to guess after seeing you in the courthouse. Anyways, disguising an undead with an illusion is definitely possible. And as Lady Steelwind said, illusory disguise would be the best spell to use for that.
But they can't talk. They can't talk. We already have the parts.
What if someone created a freestanding illusion? A freestanding illusion?
Yeah, like just a normal illusion.
Yeah, we know that Wallace didn't animate and disguise the professor's corpse. So what if the illusion wasn't disguising anything? Maybe someone created a freestanding illusion of Bellwether walking around. For something like that, one would probably use major illusion.
Major illusion, school illusion, incantation, Miluzo.
Loser.
Gesture, none. Duration, until dispelled. Concentration, yes. So that's just concentration. Creates a three-dimensional illusion. The illusion can take the form of any object or creature that can be contained in a 10-foot cube. What? Okay. While concentrating, the caster can animate and move the image to a different location within range. The illusion is purely visual and can't be physically touched.
What's the range?
10 foot.
No?
Within range.
Yeah, what's the range? The range isn't 10 foot. That's how big the object can be.
I think
they forgot to include range.
I think it is the 10-foot cube. I think as long as it can be contained in the 10-foot cube, you can move it within said 10-foot cube.
Just because I know how D&D works, I disagree. I think they forgot range.
I think it has to do with the 10-foot cube. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. What is it?
I don't think major illusion is what we're looking for. Do you remember what Jan said?
My name's Jan. I was cleaning a mess in the hallways. In the past, Bellwether knocked over a vase, and there were shards and dirt everywhere.
If the Bellwether that Jan saw was a major illusion, then she couldn't have knocked over that vase. Illusions created by that spell don't have any mass.
Unless someone was really trying to make an illusion and was at a distance and knocked something over.
I see.
I mean, we know how it happens.
How perceptive of you.
Aren't there any other illusion spells that do have mass?
No. Illusions can only recreate visual and auditory sensations.
Which technically that is mass. But I guess that's supernatural.
It's supernatural mass.
Yeah.
But there isn't a single illusion spell that someone can touch.
But what about something? So that means that someone disguised something to make it look like Bellwether.
Why the look of suspicion, Celeste?
Sorry, I wasn't...
Calm down, I'm only joking. I don't blame you for considering every possibility. In fact, I'm flattered you think I'm capable of pulling off such an elaborate ruse. Anyways, this does tell us one important thing. What's that? The Bellwether that Jan saw had a physical mass to it. It wasn't a freestanding illusion. It was someone or something disguised as Bellwether.
Jan statement, type clue. 30 minutes before Jan is finished the wedding to be... Even though Jan didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him, "Be quiet." After this interaction, she walked into Lecture Hall 2B. The Bellwether witnessed by Jan Hughes must have been disguised with an illusion. Whoever he saw that it was physically there. I'm just yeah, we know this.
Why
Why is this? If this is what he saw, why would he assume that's bellwether?
I have...
It's quite a shame, isn't it?
Eris looks pensively at the gravestone. The name on the stone says Emily Grant, and her lifetime appears to be awfully short. She must have only been 12 years old when she died.
What do you mean must have been? If it's got the dates on it, then you know how old she was when she died.
Sorry for interrupting you. Was she someone you knew? Not personally. I'm actually here on Wallace's behalf.
Wallace knew her?
Wallace joined the academy as part of a program led by Headmaster Redmond. At the time, the headmaster was reaching out to mages among the common folk. He had started a program to admit these mages to the academy without having to pay tuition. Both Emily and Wallace were among these mages.
Wow, that must have been an amazing opportunity for them.
The truth is, neither of them actually cared about learning magic. The real problem was that Emily had a terminal illness. She and Wallace were poor orphans, and they obviously didn't have the resources to treat it. But if they enrolled in the academy
would be obligated to give her medical treatment.
The Imperial Academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. They thought that curing her illness would be an easy task for the Academy's healers.
But it's a disease.
But they were mistaken, I'm afraid. I'm sure you know this by now, but healing spells can only treat wounds. They can't cure illnesses. Emily's condition only got worse over the years, and eventually she succumbed to her illness. Wallace was furious. He didn't understand why the kingdom was outlawing magic that could save lives.
And that's why he decided to learn it himself.
Yes, the headmaster was inspired by Wallace's resolve. He gave him access to the Academy's forbidden tomes of necromancy. And Wallace taught himself the spells that he knows today.
Why did he choose Blighto?
Blighto!
It's like the first one anyone would choose.
Yeah.
So that's why...
It was supposed to say a secret between him and the headmaster. But I'm sure you know how that turned out.
Oh, I get... What do you... I guess, sure, but...
It's a grave for an individual you don't know. It'd be best to leave it undisturbed.
And that's the special one.
It's the grave of Emily Grant. It's a shame that she died so young. You briefly say a prayer to Bahamut.
Are there like many gods? Why would you
They
pray to
prayed
the
Bahamut.
the god of dragons? Are you a dragon?
Well,
They prayed to a god of dragons because it would help them like fight the enemy. That makes sense. But then why are they still praying to the god of dragons if there's multiple?
who knows? There's still a lot we don't know.
Yeah. We know that Wallace didn't kill her, but did the true killer really murder her there?
Right. You'll need to go there to find out more.
Where should we go next?
The prosecution believes that Wallace killed Bellwether in the library. We didn't really investigate that room the first time around. We might be able to find some new leads there.
Let's go to the library. The library? Oh, it's you, Mr. Cuthbert.
Cuthbert!
I don't care.
Steelwind, what are you doing here?
After what happened at the trial yesterday, I decided it would be best to start my investigation here.
Right. Wallace was in the library for the entire morning. So it makes sense that she'd start her search here.
Actually, since I have you here, have you seen Eris Ilmater anywhere? It's my understanding that you're both acquainted with each other since today.
Yes.
I forgot, it's the same day.
Eris, what do you want with her?
It's not for anything serious, mind you. It's just that oaf of a commander lost her spell compendium. Now we need her to produce another one for our records. If you see her, please let her know that we'd like to speak to her.
We saw her earlier in the cemetery nearby, but I have no idea where she is now.
Ugh, Once again, I have to compensate for that idiot's mistakes. If they even had it. It's illusion mesh.
Yeah. Anyways, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the case.
Very well, I suppose I still need to honor our deal from earlier.
Have you had any luck finding the scene of the crime?
Unfortunately, I haven't. From the witnesses' testimonies, we have a rough idea of the route Bellwether took, but none of the rooms we've checked have any sign of a struggle. Why are you so sure that a struggle happened? I'm mainly basing that off of the Giannis sisters' testimonies. Valerie, in particular, noticed that the bleeding came from a wound in her stomach. Regrettably, the body's wounds were mended, so we can't determine what kind of weapon the murderer used.
During the trial, you mentioned another witness saw Bellwether walking around yesterday. Would you be willing to tell us who that person is?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that.
You're caught a little off guard. You've been pretty transparent with your investigation so far. What's changed?
I have no obligation to justify myself to you, nor do I have an obligation to help the opposition.
Didn't we have a deal? Hiding information doesn't exactly seem fair to us.
I believe I've given you plenty of information already. So, regardless of what I said before, the answer is still no. Her family is dangerous. Oh my god, it is not the new student.
The eye of Oru catches a stray thought from her. Her family is dangerous. What does that mean?
Celeste, do you know something?
Is it Harris? Is there something about this witness's family that you're worried about?
Oh. No, this could be a feint. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try harder than that if you want to bluff me.
She referred to the witness as a her. Furthermore, she said that her family is dangerous. Why would she go to such lengths to hide the witness's identity? In any case, it looks like she's not willing to share more at the moment. Maybe you should try looking somewhere else.
Maybe somewhere with another character? A character model drawn?
You spend some time wandering through the academy when you overhear a conversation from a nearby room.
From what I understand, Miss Steelwind has already moved the investigation elsewhere. How long must I wait before I can retrieve my things? Oh, God. Sorry, old-timer. Orders are orders. Nothing comes in or out until this case is over and done with.
Commander White? And the headmaster, too?
Oh, hello, Mr. Cuthbert.
Cuthbert.
Oh my god, switching into it is so annoying. Like, keeping it going is fine.
Yeah,
I hate switching into it.
Yeah.
Hey, kid. In any case, there are other matters I must attend to. Please inform me when I can reclaim my things. Sure.
It looks like Commander White is standing guard in front of this locker room. And it doesn't look like he's conducting any sort of investigation. Is he here on Steelwind's orders? He might be able to tell you who the secret witness is.
I'm not telling you who the secret witness is.
What was the headmaster talking to you about?
Supposedly, he has some items stored in one of the faculty lockers. The problem is, Steelwind said no one gets in or out of this room. Except for her and you two, apparently. She won't even let the other knights in here.
Really? Is that normal?
Nope. But things rarely are when she's calling the shots.
Why would she give you access to the crime scene if she wasn't even letting the knights in?
Steelwind's orders, clue. I don't know what her deal is, but she's been acting strange lately. She's been real paranoid, that girl. Frankly, I can't tell what's going through her head.
You mentioned that the prosecutor has been paranoid lately in the previous statement. Do you think that it has something to do with this case?
Nah, it started way before that. Lately, she's been using the Inquisition to investigate a lot of non-magical homicides.
What? Wouldn't it be easier to work with the relevant law enforcement for that?
the relevant law enforcement. It's just law enforcement. It's I guess there's like magic and non-magic, but like, why do they have this distinction? I don't know why.
Are the Kingsguard that? Are the City Guard that? What's going on?
Well, Kingsguard investigates noble murders.
We assume.
Yes, assume. City Guard investigates poor, unmagic murders, and Inquisition is both noble and poor magic murders.
Yeah.
That's stupid. This is stupid. So I don't mean to be mean.
I mean, I don't think the Kingsguard should have been involved.
Yeah, it seems a little weird that they included it, but I guess it sort of just goes to show that they're very closely involved when
it also shows
matters
the
of the
like
nobility.
how important this was,
Yeah.
and yeah, but like still.
I don't know why, but she's convinced that these cases have magic involved. But we scanned each and every one of these crime scenes. The only thing that turned up was supernatural causes.
What?
We had a whole thing, a whole binder of it.
Really? Anything about eyes? I mean, dragons?
No, but we have to include everything that's not magical. So knives, hammers, strangling.
What's a strangling?
Well,
Is that a supernatural phenomena? Like twins?
yeah, actually, I've got those in my book too. I gotta say though, if it weren't for the scans, I might actually agree with her.
Why do you say that?
Those homicides, I haven't ever seen anything like them. They're probably some of the most screwed up cases I've ever handled. For one of those cases, we had ourselves a disgruntled spouse. She found out that a man was going around with a barkeep. And you know what the spouse does? She stalks the poor woman. She starts leaving threatening notes all around where she worked. I feel like there have been worse things that have happened ever. This is not good, mind you, but there must be worse things. I guess they're gonna get into it. But
Yeah.
The barkeep told the City Watch all about what was happening. But no matter how much they staked out the tavern, they could never catch the perp. Then one day, the barkeep arrived home, but little did she know the spouse was waiting there for her. The poor lady never had a chance. Then to tie the whole thing together, the spouse waits for her husband to get home. She cooks him a big roast using the barkeep's remains.
Okay, that got a little fucked up.
That's messed up, but there's worse things.
I mean, cooking someone else human and forcing them to eat their lover. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. That's put that
pretty bad.
high.
I feel like there are butcherings that could happen that could be... Well, that's the end of that conversation. Wow, that story is pretty, that's roughed up, that's messed up. I know. Seowyn thinks someone's developed a new type of magic that can control people's minds. But if they developed a new type of magic, it still would show up, so it's not magic.
It would be a supernatural phenomenon.
Yeah. And these homicides were some kind of sick test run.
Magic that can control people's minds?
But wouldn't Mage Blight make more sense?
Mage Blight? Is this a new phrase?
Blighto! When a mage overuses their magic, it can have pretty bad consequences on their mind. They temporarily lose grip of reality and begin seeing things that... but she knew exactly what she was doing, in a way, even if it wasn't her. And seeing things that aren't there. When a mage becomes like that, it almost never ends well. They enter a frenzy and begin firing spells randomly, which only makes it worse. I've seen my fair share of Mage Blight cases, and this isn't like that. Not all the perps were mages, and the ones that were didn't even use their magic. One thing that each of these perps almost seemed to wake up after we arrested them. All of them said things like, "It wasn't me," or "I didn't have a choice."
They didn't have a choice. What could that mean?
They made me do it.
It was this guy.
The glove doesn't fit. I doubt it means anything. Sometimes people can't face the things they've done. It's easier to say that they had no control than to take responsibility. I feel like I've been losing this. It keeps happening. I dip away from the accent.
You wonder if you can mislead the commander into revealing who the secret witness is. During the trial, Miss Steelwind mentioned that someone other than Jan Hughes saw Bellwether walking around. Have you seen them around lately? We wanted to speak with her. Them.
Ha. Nice try, kid.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. I don't think anyone other than Steelwind knows who this witness is. Except Jan. Unless they weren't together, but it's like, I sure as hell don't.
What? She's even hiding it from the Inquisition commander? Why is she being so secretive?
So why is he the commander if he sucks?
It looks like the commander doesn't know who this secret witness is either.
Ugh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Steelwind's behavior. Oh,
Steelwind's behavior is strange, though. Thanks for starting that
just what I
sentence
was
for
thinking.
me. Perhaps you could try analyzing her behavior.
Or maybe looking at the lockers that she gave you permission to look through.
If you do that, you might be able to find a way to convince her to help you. Okay, Steelwind's behavior has been strange this time around. She's hiding elements of the case, even from the commander. Anyone can tell she doesn't have much faith in him.
I'm standing right here.
You also got tricked by two twins spinning in circles around you and thought they were the same person.
No, I thought they were different people. They were the same person.
But this is the first time I've seen her hide key details of a case from him.
What is motivating Steelwind to keep secrets?
There has to be a reason why she's being so secretive.
Parent. Is it not parent or is no? It's the thing that. Please no. Please don't. Oh my gosh.
Her actions must be driven by paranoia. She's been hoarding information about the case. There's only one reason why she wouldn't utilize the Inquisition like she usually does. It's because she doesn't trust them.
I hate to say it, but that doesn't really surprise me.
I think you're right. I think when I said that she was paranoid, that does mean she's paranoid. That's a good insight.
She's always been standoffish with us.
But there is one exception.
Who was Steelwind trusted for this case?
There are individuals who she's trusted more than the Inquisition during this case.
Who could it be?
The headmaster.
Wallace. It's Wallace.
She trusts Wallace. She let us investigate the crime scenes without any restrictions.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. Does she trust us that much?
I don't think personal trust is the reason.
Why does Steelwind trust us this time?
We don't usually interact with her, and she's worked with the Inquisition on plenty of cases that we weren't even involved in. Oh my god! You're right. Steelwind isn't controlled by using magic.
Steelwind
Is controlled by the nobility.
Is an employee of the nobility. I think
Is capable of the nobility.
go through all of them just in case.
Is capable of using magic.
I would say is a member of nobility.
True, she is. But I don't think that's why she trusts us.
Fine.
Or Wallace isn't controlled by using magic.
That's just a factual statement of just about everybody here. Tyrion.
It's because I am controlled.
Isn't controlled by the nobility.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thank God we were going through the options, making fun of.
Listen, they're funny. Steelwind doesn't know much about us. But she does know we aren't prone to noble corruption.
Right, you indicted a noble during the last case.
Meanwhile, the Inquisition usually bends to the nobility's whims.
Well, I can't argue with you there.
Using my insight, I could tell that she's worried about the witness's family.
I think the witness's family is nobility. There, we're done. We can stop now.
And if she's worried about corruption from the nobility, that can only mean one thing.
Oh my god.
Steelwind is a noble.
Yeah, you got it.
Steelwind is a murderer. The witness is a murderer. That's what...
Oh my god.
The witness has to belong to a noble family. That's why she's so wary of interference.
But we're obviously not going to do anything corrupt. Why is she hiding the witness's identity from us?
You recall seeing a thought through the eye.
So regardless of what I said now, the answer is still no. Her family is dangerous.
I think she's worried about our safety.
Yeah, oh, I forgot I speak now. Yeah, I forgot her. I guess harassing a noble could put you in danger. But
I'm the protege of the infamous Ruby Timora.
yeah, it's not as if we aren't already on the nobility's bad side. I'm sure the Pierce family still has it out for us. I had to stop 3 assassination attempts just yesterday.
You mean this morning? Why didn't
No,
you do
no,
your
it was yesterday because this morning we were in this library.
This can only mean that the family we're dealing with is even more powerful than House Pierce. If the prosecutor is wary of them, they could even be as powerful as the Steelwinds.
Wait, don't tell me you think we're dealing with one of the 4 pillars. 4 pillars?
It's a name people use for the top 4 noble houses. These families stand at the top of the kingdom's aristocracy.
Why don't they just call them the 4 houses?
Why don't you know what this is? Because you've traveled around the world and should know.
I haven't even seen twins.
If I recall correctly, the 4 pillars are House Frega, House House Van Sanctus, House Sybil, and House
Von Sanctus.
Didn't I say that?
No, you said Van Sanctus.
And House Steelwind.
Steelwind is a part of one of them? Yeah, which makes it so much weirder that she's serving as a prosecutor. The 4 pillar family's clue. Yeah, I'm not repeating.
Yeah. What is it?
Steelwind's weird behavior all started after she investigated this room. We were at the crime scene, and she left to follow a lead. But an hour later, she came back to the lecture hall and booted everyone out.
Her behavior changed after investigating this room.
God, I wonder if she let you into this room.
That means she found something here.
And that something must point to a family from the 4 pillars.
The commander looks a bit anxious.
You know, Steelwind's orders say I can't snoop around here. But you two, on the other hand...
Don't worry, just leave it to us.
I have some school records that say which locker belongs to which student. You can use it to tell whose locker you're looking at. Oh, there's an arcane construct in the back there.
It's probably here to aid the students. Anyways, I don't think it's relevant to our investigation.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you.
Or perhaps you should make a small note anyways. You use the legend, the commander.
The commenter.
I was going to say the commoners. You look carefully across the list and find some notable student names.
Wallace Nightgrave.
Wallace Nightgrave. You open Wallace's locker. Inside, you find a bottle of fragrant liquid. Fragrant in something that looks like a makeup kit.
Huh, I didn't expect Wallace to use stuff like this.
It does seem strange, but it's not your place to judge. Anyways, you should try looking through the other lockers. You use the legend the commander gave you. You look carefully across the list and find some notable student names. You open the locker with Miriam Frega's ID number. Inside, you find a stack of worn-out textbooks and notebooks. Wait a minute. These notebooks all have Wallace's name on them. You open the notebook and look through the pages. Its pages. It appears to be research on the art of necromancy. These are Wallace's notebooks.
But why are they in Miriam Frega's locker? God, it's almost like we talked about this earlier. They couldn't have possibly swapped the nameplates on the lockers. Who would do that? And why? And who could possibly be the victim in this case? What, did Miriam steal his things?
What's going on here? You and Celeste check the locker more thoroughly.
Wait a minute. Oh, Tyrion, take a look at this.
That's blood! Use legend to find... Blah, 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 blah.
What do you mean? We didn't... Wallace told you! Wallace told you that they swap nameplates! They do that all the time!
You open Jaden Von Sanctus's locker. Inside, you find several bottles of some transparent lotion. Some kind of transparent lotion. Oh, I was doing the voice. There's nothing but lotion in here.
Oh.
I wonder why a student would need this much lotion. You take one of the bottles to inspect it more closely.
Wait, Tyrion, don't touch those with your hands.
It's some kind of sanitizing liquid. It's a little strange, but it doesn't seem to be related to the case.
I'm so mad.
You open Warren Sybil's locker.
It blows up.
You die. Inside, you find some textbooks and a neatly stacked deck of tarot cards.
Oh, it's like those cards that fortune tellers use.
I wonder if this student studies divination magic. But anyways, I don't think this is related to the case.
We found a few things, but I can't really make sense of any of it.
We should look at this from the prosecutor's perspective. Steelwind found something in one of the lockers.
Whose locker had the most suspicious evidence?
And whatever that was, it made her extremely paranoid. I mean, well, it's Nightgrave. And blood.
It was Miriam Friga's.
But it wasn't his locker.
But we don't, they didn't
But
they didn't
there's no
say
chance
that.
the prosecutor
There's
knows
no
that.
say.
There's no way.
No, that's what I mean, is that it was Miriam Friga's.
Okay.
Because that is Wallace's, but they didn't
True.
put the two together.
True.
Even though they were told it directly.
Yeah.
No matter how we look at it, we found some insanely suspicious things in Friga's locker. It had Wallace's notebooks and even some blood.
But that blood is certainly strange. It implies that something bloody was stored in there.
Yeah! Oh my god! Do you think someone stole it?
No, actually. I think it was Steelwind who took it.
Oh right, Aura mentioned that she investigated this room. She must have taken the bloody item as evidence.
But with that said, there's something else that's strange about Miriam Frega's locker. It had a lot of Wallace's possessions. It's possible that she really did steal these items from him. But it's more likely that this locker isn't actually hers. Remember what Wallace told us before.
God, if only we established this and we just got this right off the bat. Sometimes the other students would steal the ID number off of my locker. I'm saying this in the past. Then they'd switch it with the number of another locker. Then they thought it was funny whenever the student who owned that locker got angry with me. Oh, so someone switched the nameplates. Oh.
This means that this isn't Miriam Frega's locker. It's Wallace's.
Whoa! But that would mean that the bloody object came from Wallace's locker.
It appears so.
Evidence of the locker.
But if that's true, why didn't Steelwind present the bloody item during the trial?
Because she thinks it's free.
I proved that Bellwether was wounded before Valerie healed her. Wouldn't that have been the perfect time to present what she found? It was a bloody item found in the defendant's locker, after all.
Oh my god.
She could have easily proved that the nameplates were switched too.
This could have been a 2-minute conversation. Right, that is weird.
There's something more to this that you aren't seeing. But what?
What do you mean?
What could it be, Yoshi?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know that the nameplates were switched.
I think we'll just have to ask Steelwind ourselves.
She's trying to protect the House of Nobility.
Back to the library.
Oh, you're back.
We've uncovered a few things during our investigation. Miss Steelwind, are you acquainted with a student named Miriam Frega?
Oh, I underestimated him. I said it before, Mr. Cuthbert. I wouldn't fall for such an obvious bluff.
It's not a bluff, Miss Steelwind. And I'll prove it using the evidence we've gathered.
Ooh, are you? Oh, that's you. Well, I
Harriet
guess it's you.
Steelwind's psychological profile has been completed.
Argument.
Steelwind is paranoid, and for whatever reason, it's due to the involvement of Miriam Freegan.
Freegan.
Frigga.
If you could just freaking get her name right.
If you could convince her to reveal why she's being so secretive, she might give you more information.
Yes. I would love to start an argument.
You've been behaving strangely, Steelwind.
Let's open up her psychological.
Well, logical. I don't think I don't think we needed to really pull that up.
Even the Knights of the Inquisition have noticed. Please just tell me, why are you being so paranoid?
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply, Mr. Cuthbert. Nothing about
Cuthbert.
my behavior. I've approached this case objectively, just like I have with every other case. Same thing.
Present her orders. As in,
Yeah.
You've ordered the Knights to stay away from the crime scene. And you've even taken it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself. That is not normal behavior for a prosecutor.
I took those actions because the Inquisition is incompetent. How could I possibly trust them with anything?
The Knights are incompetent. I hope you can hear us, White. But even you can see the value of delegation. During Celeste's case, you still delegated tasks to the Inquisition, and you could have easily investigated the McCoy Tavern yourself. The Academy is huge. You wouldn't conduct your investigation this way unless you had good reason. A good reason.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Why would I act in such a way? What could cause me to behave so strangely? Evidence?
it was the locker? Or the Four Pillars family? Or I guess we don't have Miriam.
No, we don't. We don't even know what she looks like, vaguely. I would try the Four Pillars. What's gonna happen? We lose some health?
You know that the Inquisition is corrupt and will bend to the nobility. So what would happen if a powerful noble were publicly involved in this case? With that noble's influence, they'd probably order the Inquisition to conceal their involvement. A high-profile noble is involved in this case, Steelwind. And I believe that noble is Miriam Frega.
Again with this. Do you think you can bluff me by throwing out the names of random nobles? Not every noble is a malevolent criminal like Garrick Pierce. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My investigation has involved the Fregas. Nothing about this case has anything to do with House Frega.
Now we
Also, that's exactly what the nobility does. That's why our legal system sucks.
Then how do you explain this, Steelwind? The commander told us that you were following a lead in the locker room yesterday. We investigated yesterday.
Is it tomorrow now?
What? Since when?
It's tomorrow now. It's tomorrow now since last time.
We investigated the lockers of students from the Four Pillar families, and we found stains of blood in the locker with Miriam Frega's ID number, and it was presumably left by a bloody object. The bloody object was taken by someone, and we heard you became extremely paranoid after you found something in the locker room. If I had to guess, I'd say that you took the bloody object as evidence.
And what evidence do you have to support these outrageous claims? God, if only you had some kind of blood.
What?
The only thing you have is evidence of a bloodstain. There is a myriad of explanations for that. Everything else you mentioned is pure speculation. I could have found any number of things in that room, or possibly nothing at all. Does not care about emotion.
She's logical. She wants that they aren't supported by evidence.
Yeah. However, she's been secretive lately, and it stems from paranoia. She's uneasy about case elements, and she's inclined to hide Frega's involvement from the court at all costs. I would say threatening. We've been very aggressive in this case.
I think threaten.
Yeah, I agree. I think threaten is the way to go.
You found an object in the locker with Miriam Frega's nameplate on it. If you don't present what you found to the court, I'll have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand.
That's ridiculous. We both know that the locker in question belongs to Wallace Nightgrave. I am...
Can you unequivocally prove that, Ms. Steelwind? Because the way I see it, there's a lot of room for doubt there. Enough doubt for me to pull Ms. Frege onto the witness stand. But if I had more context, maybe I wouldn't have to resort to that.
Argument 1. She kills you. Game over. Well played, Mr. Cuthbert.
Cuthbert.
I'm never saying that. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I?
You've successfully persuaded Arya Steelwind.
Arya. Just so we're clear, I wasn't acting to protect the nobility. But I'll admit that Miriam Frege was the other witness that saw Bellwether that day.
I see. I had some suspicions,
Yesterday.
but...
There's also another matter.
Steelwind looks uneasy.
When I was investigating the body, I found this. Evidence of academic dishonesty. A tightly packed folder containing several documents. The documents contain evidence detailing multiple instances of plagiarism, fraud, bribery, and school officials, and various other offenses committed by Miriam Frege.
Okay.
Fraud, bribery. Okay, so she's an honor student.
What the?
It looks like Miriam's been cheating at school. But why? Oh.
But why? But why would Bellwether have something like this?
From the way it's arranged, I think it might have been blackmail. Miriam Frege is considered a prodigy in the practice of conjuration magic. She's won a litany of awards, and she will most definitely graduate with honors. If these files were to reach the public, it would absolutely ruin her reputation. If she can demonstrably show that she has skill, why would she need to cheat? In what areas would she need to cheat? It's a magic school. Do you think that the professor was trying to threaten her? Oop. It appears so. When I discovered this, several elements of the case were still unknown. I decided to look through her belongings, and I mistakenly looked through the locker with her ID. I found this in that locker. Bloody rapier. Clue. Rapier covered in blood. It was found in Wallace's Nightgrave's locker. Apparently, it's a valuable family heirloom to House Frege. It was reportedly stolen by Miriam Frege weeks before the murder. It's very likely that this is the murder weapon. This rapier is a valuable family heirloom for House Frege. And a few weeks ago, Miriam reported that the rapier was stolen from her room. And then it was found in Wallace's locker.
Not that I'm complaining, but why didn't you present this in court?
To be honest, I'd like to avoid involving House Frege by any means necessary. I knew it! You're just protecting her, aren't you? Miss McCoy, do you recall how Wyvernguard's justice system works? To acquit a defendant, you need to unequivocally prove that they didn't commit the crime. To do that, they either need a solid alibi,
or we need to prove that someone else committed the crime.
What do you suppose will happen if you bring Miriam Frege onto the stand? House Frege won't allow one of its members to be indicted in a court of law. They'll plant and forge evidence to implicate your defendant, and they'll use the Inquisition to do so.
So that's why you've been keeping them away from the investigation.
Well, can't you do anything? The Steel ones are powerful too, aren't they? I don't have the support of my house. Right now, I'm just a prosecutor, nothing more. Oh, so just like me, you're poor. You're super poor, just like me. See, when you know that this isn't fair for us, just do nothing and let us win.
Celeste!
If we can't go after Miriam, then you can at least help us save Wallace. I'm not going to do that. Why? What if Miriam Frege is the real killer? Her sword is the murder weapon, and Bellwether was trying to blackmail her. I seem to recall another case where an innocent person's sword was used to frame them. That's nonsense! As a prosecutor, it is not my place to decide who's guilty and who's not. I won't engage in corruption, even if it's to counter corruption from another noble house. I'm sorry.
Do you know where Miriam is right now?
didn't you hear what I just said? You can't let her think that there's even the slightest possibility you'll indict her. She'll bring the entire wrath of House Frege down on you. Don't do that.
Regardless, I can't do anything for Wallace unless I know everything that happened. Frege has the last piece I need to put everything together.
Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? She's at the school. You could have figured this out at any time. Her dormitory is room 107. I imagine that she'll be there, considering the classes are suspended.
Thank you, Steelwind.
If I don't tell you, I'm sure you'll probably just find out using some other means, like if you just asked any faculty member.
Yeah, or student.
But please, Mr. Cuthbert, be careful.
All right, move.
Get out of here.
Dorm room. Ready for another character?
Give me 5 seconds. I'm figuring it out. Oh my god, did we switch parts yet?
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh well, I'm gonna figure out another character next time on B-Buds. This one did go a little long, but that's just how it is sometimes. Bye. What? I'm almost out of voices. That's a lie. But any other voices I have that doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Right. You've already voiced her once.
Oh my god, what voice did I give her? You don't remember, do you?
No.
Oh my god. Was it Snagglepuss? Did I give her Snagglepuss?
No. You gave
the headmaster.
Yeah, the
Oh,
headmaster
no.
over the question marks.
Oh no. No. Well, what if... Oh, I gave her like a German accent, I think. I was like, you can't do this to me.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will stick with that. Why not?
But they're gonna have to prove that it was. They're gonna have to like bring up the rave here. They're gonna have to then eventually somehow get to it's the automaton.
Well, I think last time we thought it was going to be long and drawn out, and then they brought the guy up, and they were just like, yeah, I killed him. It was like in 20 minutes, right?